Luffy or Doflamingo? Who is stronger? So ever since the fight with Doflamingo, a lot of One Piece fans had debated who would win in a one-on-one fight, Luffy or Doflamingo. Some people, well, in my opinion, overhyping Gear 4, say Luffy could beat Doflamingo in a one-on-one fight if he won Gear 4 right off the bat, where I disagree. Okay, if you look at the fight between Luffy and Doflamingo, he had Law there. Up until Gear 4, Luffy would not have survived without Law. And if you asked anybody prior to him getting Gear 4 if he could beat him in a one-on-one fight, they would laugh in your face and say, what? No, he wouldn't. He would just, Doflamingo would tear Luffy to pieces. That's what he's been doing. That's what people need to understand. Doflamingo has been kicking Luffy's ass when they fight. Well, not has been, when they fought. I'm still not out of the Dressrosa mindset yet. I just finished watching the episode like a day ago. The point is that Luffy and Doflamingo, during that fight, it was Doflamingo. He took on Law and Luffy at once. Now, look at it, relatively speaking. He beat Law relatively easily. But Law landed some key shots on him. Law landed Gamma Knife. Law landed Raggio Knife. You know, the Raggio Knife? I don't know what it's called. But he landed a lot of epic attacks. He did a lot. He also got in a couple of good shots in general on him. This is a big deal because without Law, Luffy would not have won. And let me explain why. Because even if Luffy went Gear 4 right off the bat, it still has a 5-minute time limit. And if you tell me for a minute you think Doflamingo would not be able to keep on fighting after those 5 minutes if it was just him and Luffy in a one-on-one fight, you're insane. When Luffy fought when Luffy fought Doflamingo in Gear 4, I can almost guarantee you Doflamingo was at about 50% power. So, I don't understand, it's impressive, don't get me wrong. But I understand how Luffy beating Doflamingo in Gear 4 at the level to the extent that he did is a big deal when he's at 50%. Or at least a big enough deal to say he doesn't need Law's help. Now, if Luffy went Gear 4 right off the bat and Law backed him up, I think they would demolish Doflamingo. But Luffy is not individually strong enough to beat Doflamingo. Go reread the fight in the manga. Gear 4 is to be depicted and to be a little bit stronger in the anime. But if you read the manga, it is pretty clear that Doflamingo was also okay. I mean, he wobbled a little bit when he got up after the King Konga. He wobbled a little bit, but he got up and he was like, okay, bitch, time for my awakening. He was like, okay, you hit me with what? Besides King Konga, besides the King Konga means Luffy's strongest attack. He hit Doflamingo with it. Doflamingo was like, okay, I'm fine. I'm jolly good. I'm all good. Like, you want to keep on going? Let's go, boy. He was up, he was moving, he was ready to fight. And by the way, his glasses still weren't destroyed. So, yeah. But really, you really need to think about this, alright? If Luffy and Law together could barely put Doflamingo to around 50%, and then Luffy with Gear 4 still needed a shit ton of help to beat him. How was Luffy gonna beat him in a one-on-one fight? Let's look over every person who helped Luffy altogether. He had all the Coliseum fighters. He had Gak. He had Dabo David ass from Jesus Burger. When I'm technically counting as, being as helping the Doflamingo fight because Jesus Burger would have killed him and because he was only in that state due to the Doflamingo fight. The reason he couldn't take out Berserk was because he was too weak to take out Doflamingo. So I'm counting Dabo. We're going to count Dabo's help. Because if it wasn't for Dabo, he could not stand at Doflamingo because Jesus would have killed him. Mainly. That's my main reason for including Dabo. So he had Law's help, the Coliseum fighters, the gladiators, he had Dabo's help. I mean, this is fucking ridiculous. And you tell me again that Luffy could beat Doflamingo in a one-on-one fight, you're crazy. Even if he started off at full power, I just don't see it happening. Now, I want you to tell me whether or not you think Luffy could beat him in a one-on-one fight in the comments, or maybe you don't think he could beat him. Just tell me your thoughts in the comment section down below. Follow me on Twitter, like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. Remember, this video is just my opinion. I really wanted to highlight that Luffy needed a lot of help in that fight. A lot of people don't be able to wrap their mind around the fact that Luffy needed help. That Luffy could not have beaten Doflamingo without help. But guys, tell me your thoughts in the comment section. I already went over all that. So I have one last thing to say, and that's have a great day!